B-Sides on location at Outside Lands 2021.
Yes.
This is a full circle moment. S.G. Lewis here.
Hi.
Last time we saw each other was right before the madness of 2020.
I know. Some say that it was the thing that made it happen. It was like our meeting.
I'll buy that.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
They blamed it on me, but you know.
Did they blame it on you?
They did, but
Dude, how have you been?
I'm great. How are you, dude?
It's great to see you again. I mean, we were looking at 2020 with so much optimism and things.
We were excited, but
Yeah.
and then Mother Nature said, "Nope,
Yeah.
go home and stay at home." But
Yeah.
but yeah, it's great to be back in this environment, and it's this is. I mean, I live for this, so I'm happy.
And you're in San Francisco in your Kris Jenner
Yeah, I call this outfit Kris Jenner taking a flight. It's
taking a flight.
It's like I'm in my pajamas, but like bougie pajamas.
It's amazing. I mean,
I packed only fancy dress, or we call it fancy dress in you, like costumes for Halloween, and I forgot to bring actual clothes, so like I've only got the clothes that I was flying in. So yeah.
Oh, you flew in this?
Yeah, basically.
So you really did.
Yeah. So,
dress.
yeah. I mean, Kris Jenner probably flies private. I was definitely just flying like the cheapest flight possible, but you know. We are one and the same.
Do you check in your baggage? Is that how cheap it is? Or?
Oh, you have to pay extra to check in the baggage. yeah. It's, come on, don't get bougie on me.
Hey,
now.
I don't know, man. But hey, I'm sure now, after working with Elton John and all these things happening to you, you're a Kris Jenner level now.
Well, not quite, but you know, I'll definitely send a request over to Chris and ask her to borrow the jet or something.
Working with Elton John, I mean, congrats. This was
Thank
something
you.
we spoke about
Yeah.
at Snow Globe.
That's true. And I did an interview with Elton, and they actually brought up the interview we did in like for this magazine, and they were like, "Hey, we found this clip of you at Snow Globe talking about doing Elton John and karaoke," and yeah, that was. In fact, thank you. That was some manifestation taking place.
I'm not trying to take credit.
I would take credit. I'm going to give you credit.
But I wanted to bring it up because I felt like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I've just come full circle in my head. I'm a bit slow, you know. So, but thank you, because I feel like that really must have just placed it in the universe as such. But yeah, we really crazy. Just I got the call out of nowhere. I went on his radio show and I did an interview, and he was like, "Let's work together," and I was like, "Yeah, sure." Like,
yeah,
come on. And then literally like 2 days later, I get this call off a number I don't have, and I was like, "Yeah, who's this?" And he's like, "Sam, darling, it's Elton." And I was like, "Oh my god!" So yeah, and then we got in the studio, made a track, and really, really surreal. It's just a crazy experience.
What's it like to be in the presence of an icon and also a hero, right? They always say you don't want to meet your musical heroes.
Oh, but he's amazing, you know. It's we became fast friends. He's just like, he's hilarious. He's got like a cheeky, dirty sense of humor like I do, and he just, you know, there's that initial when he walked in the room, you're like, oh god, it's Elton John, and then within like half an hour you're just like, oh, and you're kind of settled into it, and he's like the loveliest, warmest, and just most amazing person. So I'm very happy that I got to meet him, and even happier that I got to make a tune with him.
That's awesome. You created some great music on Times, and then you also have a nice little S.G. Lewis version of a Bee Gees song as well.
That's correct,
right?
yeah.
And so, I mean, that's such a natural thing, I think, for you.
It was funny because I love the Bee Gees, and I think anyone who knows me knows I love the Bee Gees, and I got a call from their label, a guy called Jeremy, who's a friend of mine there, and he said, "Do you want to remix the Bee Gees?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Nope." And he's like, "Why?" And I was like, "I don't want to ruin the Bee Gees, like, leave me alone." So he calls me 2 weeks later and he's like, "Come on, do it." And I was like, "Okay, the only way I'm going to do it is if, like, I can do the most respectful edit. Like, you know, I really didn't do much to it because no one wants to hear the Bee Gees with, like, some, like, donk on it. So I just wanted to, like, you know, place it in a context and respect the original, but also, you know, add a dreamy kind of dynamic to it. So yeah, I was really happy with how it turned out, and it seemed to resonate with people, which is cool.
It's a perfect soundtrack, especially when it was released, because here we are, you know, kind of getting back into normal life again, right?
Yeah, it's easing back in.
Easing back in, right?
It's a tune to ease us back in.
Yeah.
It's a slow chugger, but
yeah.
Thank you, though.
And so now you're here in San Francisco, you're playing festivals or doing shows. I mean, that's got to be so rewarding.
It's so great. Like, you know, it's not like I ever took it for granted, but it's just a reminder of, like, all of this is so crazy, you know? Like, you just can't take any of it for granted, and I'm so lucky to be able to come here and to, going to festivals is already my favorite thing. So to get to play in them as well is just like, it's crazy and
Yeah.
it's such a privilege.
So, of course, now you've had all this time to yourself. Are we expecting 80 new tunes in 22?
I think there'll be an album before people are expecting a new album. That's all I will say. I'm pretty deep into a new album because I didn't have a lot of touring to do. So I took 2 weeks off and then I was like, well, I guess I'll start making a new album then. So yeah, I think very soon, sooner than expected, I think, anyway. There'll be some new music,
That's awesome.
Which I'm excited about.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see your set here.
Thank you.
And so good to see you again.
Dude, pleasure, as always.
Indeed.
So good to see you, brother.
SG Lewis, we're at Outside Lands with B-Sides.
B-sides. Boo!